Okay, good morning. We're back to our Shalom Bayit class here today. Rosh Chodesh Tov to everybody. So we're discussing still making the wife number one, correct? Yesterday we left off with what? Even if the couple goes to a counselor or mediator, they merely succeed in attaining a ceasefire until the next skirmish. Yeah? When people have strife at home, right? They're gonna go to a counselor or mediator or rabbi. What are they gonna do? Ceasefire. 1 week, 2 weeks, 2 months, 3 months. He says the only way to solve the problem and break the spiral of complaint, communication breakdown, and marital strife is for the husband to give his wife the security that she's the most important thing in his life. If everybody wants to have good Shalom Bayit, he calls a printer and he says, yes, Mr. Printer, I want you to write this for me. And you put right there, I must make my wife number one. Put it there in front of his bed. Every morning he wakes up, he's like, okay, that's my goal. Once you do that, you're finished, you're calm, you're good, everything, no problems, yeah? But unfortunately, we don't do that. Why? Because we say, why should I make myself a mop? It's not a mop.
I used to say to the husband and to the wife, do me a favor, go to the jeweler and make a pendant.
Yeah, nice.
Okay?
Yeah.
Number one.
Opa. Number one wife, huh?
Yeah, you give it to your wife and say, you number one. And she will give him also, and say, you my number one.
Yeah.
Then everything is going to be very smoothly.
Yeah.
Okay?
Behemet, with no joking, all joking aside, if you really talk to all the women, you're going to see that this is their major complaint. Yeah. Meaning, they're not telling the husband, make me number one, make me one. No, but behind whatever she's complaining about is that she's not number one in his life. And she wants to be felt number one. Yeah? And therefore, she's giving us the barrage of all the complaints. He said, yeah.
Imagine these youngsters, today they have friends.
Yeah.
They say, I want to go with my friends.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you? Once a week, somebody have to speak.
Progress.
What are you doing?
Friends a big problem.
What are you doing? She feels now that your friends are more important. You left at home, right? And you say, okay, you go with your friends. I know. What did I say? What did I say?
That's at the beginning that you don't know, Rabbi.
That's
at the beginning that they don't know.
At the beginning of the end.
Youngsters.
Yeah, it's a big problem. It's a big problem.
Everybody else.
Unfortunately, the many people. No. Many people say, well, what do you mean? My grandfather didn't have that? What? Yesterday, a guy told me, my grandfather had this book. He's talking about 100 years ago. His grandfather never had this book, but everything was fine. What's the problem? See, back in the days, a man was a man. He knew what was his responsibility. He knew that when he's getting married, he's all in the marriage. And he's gonna, provide for his wife whatever she needs. Exactly, meaning even some of the emotional necessities that she needs. Right now, unfortunately, the man is half a woman. He needs emotional sensitivities. You hear? And that causes even a greater problem. Why? Because now he's having feelings that only she's supposed to have. So imagine, how do you deal with the relationship where he is attributing some characteristic traits of her? You understand? So she's not understanding this. Is that the whole makeup of this male and female organization is not understandable. He says a successful husband needs a good measure of foresight. Without it, he's a loser. For example, suppose the wife asks for an hour of his time to go food shopping together. He grumbles and refuses, failing to understand why she can't go to the supermarket by herself. I don't understand why she can't. Anyway, she's home. She feels slighted for other things that are more important to him than she is. With all the tension, arguments, and damage control that follow, he loses 10 hours instead of giving her this 1 hour. With a little foresight, he'd have gladly granted her the hour of his time, and that way he'd have been a winner on all counts. Now you're saying, what are we supposed to do? If you give her the time she needs, honey, we need to go here. No problem. Sweetie, we need to do that. Yes, we need to do this. Absolutely, let's get it done. And then he said, by the way, some of my friends are, whatever. Sure. Go. But what happens? She sees that when your friends call, when everybody else calls, business partner calls, everybody calls. Yeah. Yes, I'm there right now. And then all of a sudden she says, honey, can we go shopping for an hour? You're like, listen, you can't do it yourself? Now she's thinking, you see, everybody's important, but me, I'm last place. That's why if you make her important, guess what? She'll be like, sweetie, you haven't seen your friends in a while. Maybe you should go and no, because come to a point, she's like, wow, I'm so fulfilled that I can now share him. I don't know which woman is going to do that, but there is such a thing. There is 100% fulfilled. She'll let you go, for a couple of days by yourself. Yeah, not normal, but she did. Why? She feels more fulfilled than she was, and therefore, first we take care of them. Then we do. We're going to be able to do things that she will allow us to do. He says a husband should definitely not insist on being right. This leads to arguments. Wow. Arguments show that he doesn't value her opinion. That means that what? She's not first place in his life. Therefore, he should let her be the one that's right. He should let her have her say and give her the feeling that she's the one who decided, and that he backs her decision. A lot of times, what psychologists say? Don't put your kids into a place where they're not able to choose. You're wearing this, that's it. I don't want to wear this. No, he says like this. Okay, sweetie, you want to wear this one or this one? Now, who gave him this choice? Who gave him this choice? You gave him the choice. He's not saying, I want to wear that. No, you tell, look, you wear this one, or this one. Which one would you like? Now he's thinking, okay, I got a choice. Okay, I want to wear this one. You hear? So he's saying, you have a galava. Have a head on yourself. Don't be right. Let her be right. Let her feel that she's making good decisions, right? You have to be a little bit of a chacham. You understand? Yeah, it takes time. It takes learning. So you got to come. Invest in yourself. If you're not going to invest in yourself in understanding, how should I deal with my wife? Yeah? If you're not going to be in surroundings like this on a daily basis and discuss these kind of things and maybe bring it out and how do I say this and how do I do that and how do I confront that, then how are you supposed to know? You never had any classes, yeah? We never went to college, marriage college. There was no such thing. You understand? No. So therefore, he says, what do we want to be? As men, I want to be right all the time. Even when we're wrong, we want to be right. He's saying, even when you're right, be wrong. No problem. Yeah? Why? Because you're going to be the winner. You understand? Try to make the situation where things are going her way. Yeah, okay, sweetie, no problem. Meaning, because if you're going to be a winner, guess what? You're going to be a loser for a long time, if not forever. Yeah? He says, recurrent arguments are like acid that corrodes a woman's heart. Beautiful. Acid that corrodes a woman's heart. Therefore, the husband must pray extensively for humility. That's the number one thing he says. Why? Because we are all gaftanim. We have this, you know who I am? Yeah, you know who I am? My name is Yoni. You ask anybody, they'll tell you who I am. What are you telling me? You're talking to me like I'm Joe Schmo. Ibi? You understand? He says, empathy, understanding. Look, first humility, right? Empathy. We don't empathize with our wives. Yeah, they want to say something to us. We're like, listen, okay, how long is that going to take? Yeah, let's go fast. I have a call to make, yeah? He says, understand her, the tools that are needed to avoid arguments and to give her the feeling that she's the most cherished part of his life. He says, it's better to be wise than to be right. Yeah, it's better to be smart than to be right. Why? Because you being right is not going to help you with anything. But you being smart, you're going to have shalom bayit, you're going to have beautiful peace at home, you're going to be happy, she's going to take care of you, the house is going to be organized. All the complaints that all the men give, they cannot open their mouths. You know why? The woman is distraught. She has acid that is eroding her heart. Her heart is like, working on 60%. Slowly, this acid is eating away. Every comment eats away. Every place that she's not number one, eats away, and then he's complaining. I don't understand. House is dirty, dishes are not washed, you don't care about the kids, she talks nasty to them. Yes, sir, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Why? Because her heart is eroding because of all the acid that's on it. And we have to clean up this acid, and it's not easy to clean up acid. You understand? It's a, yes.
The Rebbe mentioned to us before, it's okay to have disagreements.
Oh, very good. Very good, very good.
Also to add to that, we had a class in green and Rabbi said that like if you're not able to do something, just tell your wife no. Like for example,
Very
don't
good.
go on vacation saying like, okay, honey, we'll go, and then you're in a bad mood the entire time.
Can I answer that, Rabbi?
Yeah.
All these things that we see in these beautiful books and the suggestions and whatever, that's if the woman is fulfilled. If the woman is fulfilled, zero. No agree to disagree, no this. Yeah, this is all work. Once you, no comments, and you put a number one, and I guarantee, I'm talking from experience, she will listen to what your cause is, and she will even say, I agree with you. This past year, we're only in almost July, yeah? I've heard the word, I agree with you, million times more than I heard it in 25 years.
Wow.
Okay? Million times, which means if I heard it 0 times, I heard it right now dozens of times. Why? You're together with me. I want to hear what you say. But if she's not fulfilled, guess what? You could be 1,000,000% right. He says she's going to be illogical. What do you mean? You're going to look at her like, I don't understand what she's saying. Illogical. Why? I don't want to hear your reasoning. Because I am not number one in your place. You constantly badgering me with comments. And I don't care what you say. I want to do it my way. But your way is not the right way. It's not halakhic right way either. If we call the rabbi's going to say no. What's wrong with you? You know what's wrong with her? She's dead. Acid corroding her heart. And when acid corrodes her heart, no conversation, no back and forth is going to help you. I say this, you say that. You lost. It's a lost game. But when she's fulfilled, our conversation about certain topic, and she'll even give you a kiss and say, ishtabach shemolat, let's go have dinner, let's go whatever. You understand? It's experience.
What I meant, when the situation is not that good, now she doesn't want to go to his parents.
Yeah.
And so I said, if you don't want to go, don't go. Why? Because if you're going to go with sour face, so why you have to take everybody else's mood out, right?
Yeah.
The Friday night will be destroyed because she making.
She will be destroyed.
One
Yeah,
second.
He writes this.
1 second. But
Yeah.
should he go?
Huh?
Should he go?
No.
Oh,
1 second.
so now you are in a great neck. Don't forget.
Okay.
For them, their parents is Yarek Ubaliavo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then.
So now, you always have to know who's your crowd. You know? If I'll start with this,
Finished.
out.
They'll throw you out.
got it. I have to start this way, that way, this way, in order for them to understand.
It's not gonna be confusing for the people?
No.
This way and that way?
Then I'll bring them to the point.
So everybody has to mature before we can accept this. That's what the rabbi said?
So go around. So you're saying she doesn't want to go.
Yes.
He wants to go to the mother. They invited him. She stays home. He goes.
No.
Oh.
He stays home also.
Also. Okay. That's what I was. That's
Not
right.
at all.
Okay. I got it.
Chas v'shalom.
No, I thought you were gonna say that great neck is Ya'alev Ya'aroi, whatever, you know.
They're gonna do it.
Huh?
They're gonna do it.
They're gonna do it.
Yeah.
She'll stay home. They'll go.
Yeah.
And that's gonna create more problems. 100% more problems. That's
He said over here that if she asks something and you doing it, but
Right.
you're doing it unwillingly, not carefully, better don't do it.
right. No, but here is a different thing. She doesn't want to go to his parents. So he says, okay, you stay home. I'm gonna go. Yeah, so that's gonna create that's gonna create even more strife because it'll break the whole So in this case, he would have to stay, know that she's not fulfilled. At the end of the day, she's not fulfilled. Like yesterday, I was talking to her. He says that we went to like the Rav said, they went to the house of his family, and she had a face like you don't know what kind of. He goes, what kind of respectful person is gonna go with a face like that to other people? I said, you should know. At the end of the day, why she had that face? I said, she's empty inside. She's broken. You took a broken, person into your mother's presence, your sister's presence. He was complaining that how could she be? So I said to him, you have to fulfill her. If you fulfill her, she'll go with a smile. Why? She understands. I don't care about anybody else. My husband loves me, therefore I'm going to smile. But if he hates me and he's taking the people that really don't care for me, what kind of face am I going to have? Here?
See, as a parent, if my kid would say, about we cannot come, okay,
Yeah, that's it.
you can stay home. But some people say, no. As well cool.
Oh,
So she took him, and now she don't want to come. Instead of being happy that at least she wants a husband for her. My age,
yep.
no.
There's a clear indication that husband is not performing.
Ma,
If she does not want to come,
No,
she's not
but
gonna
the Rav is saying one more. So that's as parents, we have to be good parents, and as good parents, we have to know when not to, have them.
not to
I
expect.
cannot come. Okay, Junima, no problem. You got it. Chonashin, zanat kedi. With your wife at home, perfect. You understand? Or the other way around. We have to be good parents as well. Meaning behind the scene over here that we're learning about how to be with our wives. We have to also, because we all have kids and they're all going to get married, some of them are already married, we have to understand that we have to make the environment conducive to them, that they should have shalom bayit. Because unfortunately, we have selfish reasons that we want to see our son, our daughter, we want to barge into their house. People are complaining right now. People are complaining, Baby, I don't understand. I have to make appointment to see my grandson. They're complaining. My wife was in the ladies' wedding, so they're all complaining. What is this appointment to come and see my grandson? I said, listen, that's the new reality right now. You can't just go, I'm here. Yeah, back in the days, they hated it. You know what? They hated it, and now that they have to make an appointment, they hate that too. So I said, listen. Put yourself back 20 years ago, 30 years ago. You didn't want your mother-in-law to barge in when she did you? No, I didn't. So what are you complaining for? No, but this is my son. And over there she wasn't her son. You understand? Yeah. Meaning, this is my son, this is my daughter. I can walk in. No. Well, that was her son and her daughter, and that's why she walked in.
But I took it.
So what? So exactly. But I took it, yeah, but you took it like this. So why would you want to do that to them? Let's just do this one. He says, despite the fact that a husband realizes the need of making her first place, the evil inclination is constantly looking for opportunities to destroy peace in the home. And we should have this also. Evil inclination always trying to make machloket. The Yetzer will tell her husband, this time you must put her in place. Don't take it. Or don't let this go without saying anything. Open your mouth, she's going to sit on your head. Or look how she's committing an outright sin. Ibi avera, comment on it. You can't. This tomorrow you're going to pay for it upstairs. You must call her down on this issue. The Yetzer seemingly justified complaints are simply tests of the husband's emunah. If we understand that everything, why you have that face?
It's like never
No,
criticized.
no. But you know what? He's telling you.
No, I hear where it's coming from.
No, but it's only in the beginning. After that, she will never do anything to upset you because she understands. Well, this is my neshama. I love him. I don't want to do anything that'll slight him. I don't.
You have to build a trust.
Yeah.
It's a trust issue. That she's gonna feel that you are sincere and everything else, and then it's gonna be much easier.
See, don't forget what we said yesterday. The minute we said "Arei at mikudeshet li b'tabat zot," that's it. We went down. We didn't go up.
Yeah.
We went down. During the dating time, we were like up, 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 up. So I want to marry this guy. We got married, put the ring on the thing. It will show down.
Wow.
That's why we have this. That's why we have this breakdown after 6 months. We're like, yo, what's going on over here? What happened? You were just dating 6 months ago. What happened? So therefore, the trust is broken, and she's going to do everything to go against you. So he's telling you, stick there. Don't fall. Yeah, a lot of guys say, I've been trying to do this. After the second week, third week, that's it. I got to start again. Yeah, you have to start again because the trust was not built. You're just getting there. You're just getting there. And just when you need to pass that test, boom, you fall down. That's it. It's like 3 weeks, you didn't do anything. That was a lie. You're a liar. You understand? So therefore, you need to hold your ground. 3, 4, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. You'll see after the 6th week, you'll be like, oh my gosh, wow. And then you're gonna love it. And then the consistency has to grow. You have to make sure, don't start to do what you were doing. Remember, this is gonna be a way of life, right? Like dieting. In such sensitive situations, he must stop and think, Hashem wants me to cherish my wife and make her feel like she's first place. By the way, that is Hashem. Hashem wants us to, my friend, you married her, I want you to make her number one. It's not that she wants. She wants because Hashem made her like that. If Hashem didn't want that, guess what? He'll make her, like a maid. Hello, go do this, go do that, go here, come here, sit down, go up. We're going parents, no parents. And he'll make it like that. That's it. But Hashem didn't do that. If you say it's only a problem with you, I say, you badbach. If we say with you too, badbach. All of us? Something's here though. It's all the same thing. Same MO. You understand? Same woman, same MO. Somebody asked yesterday, Goyim too? I said, you know what? Even in the Goyim. Why? Because the woman is a woman. And therefore, if he wants to get into her, I'm telling you, if he'll do whatever over here, she'll be like, yo, yes, sir, yes, sir. You understand? He says, if I criticize her or argue with her, then she won't feel like that. So how can I call her down for doing something wrong? That's not what Hashem wants. You hear? He says, right now, if I barrage her, right? Will Hashem want me to do that to her? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to break her. And now I'm going to have again a broken vessel. You hear? Because you're building her up, you're building her up. You don't want to break that vessel. Once you build her up in such a way, like the Rav said, you have trust and you're no longer me against her. By the way, if you analyze your marriages, I'm telling you, it's me against her. You have to bring this to be, like you said yesterday, we're one. When we're one, some slip-ups, it's okay. When you see something wrong, say, Johnny, man, I love you so much. Listen, and you explain your feelings. She will accept it with love. It's not a criticism. Now she'll accept it with love. But at this point where we have me against you, we must do what he says. Here's an example of how to pray for divine assistance, and this will end. He says, Ribono Shalom, Master of the Universe, have mercy on my wife, and on my children, and on me, and on all those who are dependent on me. Let me understand that my happiness and success depends on my wife's happiness. Yeah, he says, listen, Hashem, let me understand that my happiness depends on, how many times we hear that? Oh, your parnasah from your wife, your happiness from your wife, your etah from your wife, your Gan Eden from your wife, everything from your wife. He says, let me understand this. Namely, that she feels that she's the most important part of my life. Meaning, help me make her feel this way. He says, Master of the Universe, have mercy on me and instill in my heart an abundance of love for my wife. A love that is greater than anything in the world. Have mercy on me that my heart won't tempt me in any way whatsoever. By the way, we all need to pray for these things. Why? Don't think it comes automatic. Yeah? Help me successfully withstand all the trials and tests that come my way from the area, and that I will always place my wife and her needs, aspirations, and desires above everything else. Let me internalize the knowledge that you desire in your divine wisdom. Let my wife feel that she's truly the most important part of my life. At this point, you can add your own personal prayers. It says, without this, everybody should take their time in Shemona Esrei and pray for this every day. Yeah, because without Hashem's help, it's very easy to fall. And we don't want to fall.
This video where you pray about it.
Yeah?
Sim Shalom.
Sim Shalom, yeah?
This.
Okay, very good. Sim Shalom. Very good. Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen. We should continue tomorrow.